So we got the WBC title, November the 7th, 1988. Sugar Ray Leonard from the US wins in the 9th round against Donnie Lalonde. Referee stops the fight in the 9th round. Leonard getting put down for a flash knockdown and gets up to win. That was in Las Vegas, Nevada, and then that was for the vacant. It says it here, vacant title. Lalonde. The WBC light heavyweight title was also at stake, and even though he scaled only 167, it was like a catch weight with 2 weights on the line, belts. And then June the 12th, 1989, Sugar Ray Leonard drew with Thomas Hearns, getting stuck down twice. But just scraping out a draw. That was in Las Vegas, Nevada. And then December the 7th, 1989, Sugar Ray Leonard fights Roberto Duran for the 3rd time. Wins quite handily on points, gets cut in the last round. Duran from Panama. And that was in Las Vegas, Nevada. Then August 1990, Leonard relinquishes the title to pursue the light middleweight championship. It's people like Terry Norris, etc. December the 15th, 1990, Mario Galvano wins on points over 12 rounds against Dario Mattioni in Argentina, Monte Carlo. So, December the 15th, 1990, Mario Galvano wins on points over 12 rounds against Dario Mattioni from Argentina, as in Monte Carlo, Monaco, for the vacant title. And then July the 27th, 1991, Mario Galvano wins on points against Ron Essett from the US. In Capo di Orlando in Italy. Over 12 rounds on points, he wins there. Then February the 6th, 1992, Mario Galvano wins over 12 rounds on points against Carlos Gimenez from Paraguay and Marino, Italy. In October the 3rd, 1992, Nigel Benn wins in the 3rd round by retirement against Mario Galvano in Marino, Italy. And in December the 12th, 1992, Nigel Benn referee stops the fight, stops Nicky Piper in the 11th round. Nicky Piper from Wales in Muswell Hill, England. Then March the 6th, 1993, Nigel Benn wins on points over 12 rounds against Mario Galvano. In Glasgow, Scotland. In June the 26th, 1993, Nigel Benn wins. Referee stops the fight in the 4th round against Lou Gent in London, England. Then October the 9th, 1993, Nigel Benn draws with Chris Eubank. Chris Eubank from England, Brighton, England. Originally from the USA. And that was in Manchester, England. And that was a unification fight for the WBC, WBA title. And somehow there was something, if something happens, Eubanks would be with Don King, but it didn't happen somehow. Something to do with the result of this fight. So February 26th, 1994, Nigel Benn wins on points over Henry Wharton of England over 12 rounds in London, England. And then September the 10th, 1994, Nigel Benn wins on points over 12 rounds against Juan Carlos Gimenez from Paraguay in Birmingham, England. Then February 25th, 1995, Nigel Benn wins in the 10th round against Gerald McLennan. So in 1995, that was February 25th, Nigel Benn wins by KO over Gerald McLennan in the US, in London, England. Yeah, and obviously he didn't recover too well from that fight, McLennan. And again, a brutal fight that. But lovely. So 1995, Nigel Benn wins in the 8th round. Referee stops the fight against Vincenzo Nardello from Italy. That was in London, England. September the 2nd, 1995. Nigel Benn wins in the 7th round against Danny Ray Perez from the US in London, England. And then March the 2nd, 1996, Sugar Boy Malinga from South Africa wins on points over 12 rounds against Nigel Benn in Newcastle, England. And then July the 6th, 1996, Vincenzo Nardello wins on points over 12 rounds against Sugar Boy Malinga. So still in the WBC title. We go to October the 12th, 1996. Robin Reed beats Vincenzo Nardello in the 7th round by KO in Milan, Italy. The Olympian Robin Reed. And then February the 8th, 1997, Robin Reed wins in his 7th round by KO against Giovanni Pretorius of South Africa in Millwall, England. Then May the 3rd, 1997, Robin Reed wins on points over 12 rounds against Henry Wharton in Manchester, England. And then September 11th, 1997, Robin Reed wins on points over 12 rounds against Hassan Sharif from France in Widnes, England. And in December the 19th, 1997, Sugar Boy Malinga wins on points over 12 rounds against Robin Reed in London, England. And then March the 27th, 1998, Richie Woodall wins on points over 12 rounds against Sugar Boy Malinga in Telford, England. His hometown there. So September the 5th, 1998, Richie Woodall wins on points over 12 rounds against Glenn Catley from England, in Telford, England again. Then February the 13th, 1999, Richie Woodall wins in the 6th round. Referee stops the fight against Vincenzo Nardello in Newcastle, England. In October the 23rd, 1999, Marcus Bayer from Germany wins on points over 12 rounds against Richie Woodall in Telford, England. And in January the 29th, 2000, Marcus Bayer wins by KO in the 7th round against Leif Kieski from Sweden by KO in Riesa, Germany. Then May the 6th, 2000, Glenn Catley wins in the 12th round. Referee stops the fight against Marcus Bayer in Frankfurt, Germany. Then September the 1st, 2000, Dingen Thoyabella, guy who went up the weights a lot, I think from lightweight to light heavy, Dingen Thoyabella, wins by KO in the 12th round against Glenn Catley in Brakpan, South Africa. December the 15th, 2000, Dave Hilton from Canada wins on points over 12 rounds against Dingen Thoyabella in Montreal, Canada. And in April 2001, Hilton forfeited the title because of a jail sentence. Now, July the 10th, 2001, Eric Lucas wins in the 7th round. Referee stops the fight against Glenn Catley in Montreal, Canada. In November the 30th, 2001, Eric Lucas wins in the 8th round against Dingen Thoyabella in Montreal, Canada. And in November the 30th, 2001, Eric Lucas wins in the 8th round. Referee stops the fight in the 8th round against Dingen Thoyabella in Montreal, Canada. Then March the 1st, 2002, Eric Lucas wins on points against Vinny Pazienza in the US in Mashantucket. And in September the 6th, 2002, Eric Lucas wins on points over 12 rounds against Omar Shaker from the US in Montreal. Then April the 5th, 2003, Marcus Bayer from Germany wins on points over 12 rounds against Eric Lucas in Leipzig, Germany. In August the 16th, 2003, Marcus Bayer wins in the 5th round by disqualification against Danny Green, Australia, in Nuremberg. And then February 28th, 2004, Marcus Bayer wins on points against Andrei Thoyes from South Africa in Dresden, Germany. And in June the 5th, 2004, Christian Sanavia from Italy wins on points over 12 rounds against Marcus Bayer in Germany, Chemnitz. And in October the 9th, 2004, Marcus Bayer wins in the 6th round against Christian Sanava by KO in Erfurt, Germany. And then December the 18th, 2004, Marcus Bayer wins on points over 12 rounds against Yoshinori Nishizawa from Japan in Bayreuth, Germany. Then March the 12th, 2005, Marcus Bayer wins on points again against Danny Green in Zwickau, Germany. And then September the 3rd, 2005, Marcus Bayer wins on points against Omar Shaka over 12 rounds in Berlin, Germany. And then January 28, 2006, Marcus Bayer wins in 12th round. Referee stops the fight against Alberto Colaggini from Italy in Berlin, Germany. And to finish, May the 13th, 2006, Marcus Bayer wins in a technical draw against Sakio Bika from the Cameroon in Zawaka, Germany. Bang.